Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Oh man, yesterday was a crazy day. I'll explain in a second, but hope everyone is doing well this morning. It is a beautiful, what is today? Wait, today's Thursday. No? Yeah, Thursday. Today is Thursday. Today is a beautiful February 3rd, or February 5th. Thursday, February 5th. Man, I can't get it right this morning. I'm just messing up. Today. Why does it not go in order? I put it in an order, and then it just doesn't go in an order. What's up, Two-Way? What's up, C. Young? What's up, Daniel? What's up, Scott? C.E.? Hey, thank you, brother. What's up, Addicted? What's up, Jared? Satoshi? Good morning, team. What's up, guys? Oh, man. Yeah, it was a crazy day yesterday. A crazy day, man. I'm looking at my hair. It's kind of crazy in this thing. But, it's because I fell asleep at like 7 o'clock yesterday. The champ is here. Two-Way, the champ is here. Yes, sir. What's up, champ? But yeah, so this is what happened yesterday. So for the past week, I've been getting like mild chest pains. Not chest pains, that's the wrong word for it. It's like mild, I could feel my heartbeat. I could just feel my heart pop, 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 like pounding in my chest, right? I assumed it was because I had the flu 3 weeks ago, and the flu can be kind of strenuous on your heart, right? So I go to my doctor, I go to my normal doctor, and you know, they do an EKG, they do a chest x-ray, they listen to my heart, and then they draw blood to do a blood marker test, which is like telling you whether you had a heart attack, basically, or whether your heart is damaged, essentially. And so they do this blood marker test, and nothing shows up on the test. It just shows up invalid. Nothing shows up. And so they take blood in my other arm, and again, nothing shows up in this blood marker test. And so they send me home eventually, and they say they're going to test the last vial of blood they have with a different way, and they're going to tell me, and they're going to call and tell me what's wrong, that everything's fine though. And so I went and had a burger, naturally. You know, I go eat a burger. And so they called me about an hour later, like when I'm fresh out the shower from the doctor. They called me like an hour later, and they say, your test was coming back invalid because your heart marker levels are way outside of the normal range, and you need to go to the ER now. And so I'm like, I'm about to die. Like, that's what I thought. I'm sitting there like, I'm about to die. You know, like my blood marker levels are way out of whack. Just to say this though, before they sent me home, they said, yeah, your heart beating's probably due to stress and anxiety is what they said. And so they send me home, and then they call me and they tell me my blood marker levels for my heart are way outside the normal range and that I should rush to the hospital. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm about to die, apparently. And so I'm sitting there all hooked up to all these machines thinking I'm about to die. And apparently the ER comes back and they're like, look, dude, your blood marker levels are fine. Your EKG was fine and your chest x-ray was fine. You're not dying. You know, go home. You know, I don't know what was wrong with the other doctor's machine, but it was obviously malfunctioning. Go home. And so, yeah, for about a solid 3 hours, I thought I was about to die at the emergency room, you know. And that was my day yesterday. I'll be right back. buddy, come here. Sorry, my son is all dressed up today. He's taking a long time. Come here, buddy. You're looking handsome, dude. You're looking handsome, man. Look at you. All right, buddy. I love y'all. Y'all have a good day at school. But yeah, I don't know if anybody ever caught those, the story, but yeah. Basically, I thought I was about to die for a solid 3 hours yesterday. Apparently, it was just a malfunctioning machine, blood marker test machine at my normal doctor. And so, honestly, I'm probably gonna have to pay, like, let's be real, that this ER visit I took yesterday is probably gonna be at least $1,000, probably more than that, you know, with considering all the stuff they did. So maybe I should try to get my regular doctor to pay for that. Right, at least I'm not dying. I'm being optimistic here. I'm happy, and that's what I told the ER. The ER is like, I'm so sorry, you know, you had to do all this, and that's what I told the ER. I was like, look, I'm not dying. I'm not about to drop dead, and so I'm happy. You know, doctor made an honest mistake. I'm not mad. I just think it's a little ironic that they tell me that my heart palpitations are from stress and anxiety, and then they incorrectly tell me I'm about to die for 3 hours. Like, what? Like, man, conflicting, you know, I don't know. It's kind of counterproductive for what the original diagnosis was, no? But yeah, now I'm back drinking coffee, you know. Apparently my heart's fine. And my dad, I spoke to my dad afterwards, and my dad was like, yeah, rapid heartbeats run in our family. Like, we all get it. My dad said that he gets it every now and then. My uncle gets it, and so apparently it's just like a normal thing in my family to have like a rapid heartbeat. Because I told her, I was like, I haven't felt more stressed than usual lately. You know, I mean, you know, let me, like, running a YouTube is stressful. Don't get me wrong, but it's not that stressful. I actually love what I do, and I love doing this, and so, yeah. But yeah, let's start looking up some stocks. Let's get out of the morbidity for the morning, shall we? So we got CA&F. I'm assuming this is a cannabis stock, right? Can Fight Biopharma gapping up from 150s to 199. Looks strong. We'll go ahead and start going over some news, and we'll just go over the news right now. Alright, so, Can Fight put out some updates on their clinical milestone for the Phase 3 rheumatoid arthritis study with plasitinacin, which are drugs combating the rheumatoid arthritis currently introduced for the treatment of the coronavirus. Alright, so apparently a rheumatoid arthritis drug is beneficial for treating the coronavirus. I'm not sure, I'm speculating here from these news stories, so don't, you know, start taking your arthritis drugs to treat the coronavirus. They said interim analysis data expected for the fourth quarter. They also put out something that said that they possess the U.S. patent protecting antiviral effects of their two drug candidates, and they're exploring the collaboration to test them against the coronavirus. So maybe that's what it is for CA&F. We'll see what happens with that one. We got IBIO running up here. IBIO. That one looks cool. Bro, you ain't dying, bro. I know, man. I'm fine, dude. Like, I'm healthy. I've always been healthy. I never go to the doctor. But the one valid concern I had is because of the flu. When you get the flu, it can cause something called myocarditis, which is like the flu can hurt your heart. It can damage your heart, and so it's serious. Specifically, the H3 flu type A can damage your heart, and so it was kind of a valid concern me going to the doctor is because the flu A can mess with your heart, just to be real. But I didn't think anything was wrong. I was pretty sure that I'm just slightly a hypochondriac, and Google's my own worst enemy. So, all right, we got IBO gapping up from 216 to 273. IBIO. So they put out hopes for plans to develop a plant-based coronavirus vaccine. Man, everybody's jumping on this coronavirus thing, man. Everybody's like, oh, I think my drug might treat the coronavirus. Stock runs up 20%. I'm planning on creating a vaccine for the coronavirus. Stock runs up 20%, 30%, maybe even more. That's what I've seen going on nonstop lately. Yeah, there's a Discord. Here. Here's our Discord right there. But yeah, for IBIO, they put out plans to develop a plant-based coronavirus vaccine. We'll see what happens with it. It's gapping up from 216 to 270. We also have CODX. They disclosed that the coronavirus test kit demands remain strong, and this is making them put up. It says, and this is all quoting from BZ Newswires, which is biotech. Anyways, it says, quote, "The molecular diagnostics company that uses a patented platform for the development of diagnostic tests said demand, both domestic and international, surged for its COVID-19 detection kits in recent weeks, obviously, leading to an increased product shipment. The increase comes after the FDA changed its February 20th policy, and the number of cases testing positive for the disease burgeoned worldwide." And so that's the news. What's the volume like, guys? Let me know how the volume is relative to the music. My volume is specifically relative to the music. Let me know how that is. What's up, Gold? What's up, Rhetorical? What's up, man? They did that to make you pay them. No, not necessarily. The emergency room and the regular doctor I went to were both completely different. Or maybe you're telling me they told me I was okay to make me pay them. Yeah, 100% per room. Anyways, we're going to move on. AHPI. And I'm sure mostly what we're going to see these days is coronavirus hype. I'm not seeing any new catalysts for AHPI. I think this one's just getting pumped up, to be completely honest. We got EARS, we got APT, which is Alpha Pro Tech, gapping up another coronavirus stock. They make medical masks. And so yeah, with Iran's health minister announcing basically 3,500 cases and 107 deaths, people are stocking up on masks from Alpha Pro Tech. We got Vips, which is a previous stock I've actually traded a bunch. Looks like a Chinese online store. They put out fourth quarter EPS of 41 cents, which is up from the 19 cents it put over a year ago. And sales are 4.211 billion, which is up from 3.79 billion year over year. And so they had a fourth quarter earnings beat and a positive revenue forecast, and VIPS is running up because of it. So again, fourth quarter earnings that beat expectations and good revenue forecast for VIPS. We got Marvel gapping up some. Marvel, MRVL. Which one's loud? Oh, you can't hear me. How's this? Is that better? Here, let me do this. This is actually much better. Hold on. How's that? Is that much better? That should be much better. Sorry. Anyways, just to restate this, VIPS is up after positive fourth quarter results that were better than expected and good revenue forecasts as well for VIPS. We had a few other ones. CODX. Oh man, I can't remember this one. I know IBIO said that they are considering a coronavirus vaccine, and same thing with CANF. But again, VIPS had positive fourth quarter results that were better than expected and a good revenue forecast. Like now we're looking at Marvel here, MRVL. Oh wait, well that just basically turned down the music completely. Oh wait, no it didn't. There we go. Here, I can't hear this in my headphones. Let me fix this. There we go. Yeah, I got you. I got you guys. I'm on it. Anyway, so Marvel is the next one we're looking up, team. MRVL. And price target was raised. It looks like it jumped yesterday and after hours after it saw fourth quarter profit, 5% revenue dip on coronavirus worries in the first quarter. It put out adjusted for one-time items, earnings of $117 million or 17 cents a share. Sales fell to $718 million from $745 a year ago. Analysts polled by FactSet had expected adjusted profit of 16 cents a share on sales of 713 million. So it actually put in a little bit better than expected results, even though they are down from a year ago. But the reason this one is up is, again, they put a little bit better results compared to a year ago. That's the news for MRVL. And you know what I'd really like to test, guys? Just to give you guys a trade idea, you know what I'd really like to test? Most of the time when I see a gap up, you see the gap up run like this. And it almost always goes like this. Almost always. It very rarely will go like this. It'll very rarely go like that. Most of the time, I would think. Certainly over 50%. I see the stock run up and then dip back down. And then maybe it'll shoot up at the bell. But I'm curious what the back testing accuracy rate would be if you got in short after it put in a few lows. Like on these dips. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got in short maybe on this little dip here. You know, like shorted that and then tried to write it down for this in pre-market. I wonder what the accuracy rate would be like. Like I said, I'm really just brainstorming here. I'm not really sure, but I know I look at stocks specifically, and when I say this, I'm specifically talking about earnings. And so, because this is what I see a lot. I see this happen a ton. Anyways, we're gonna move on from this, but this is me purely just brainstorming here on good back-tested strategies, good back-testing strategies. We got a few other gap ups here. We got NVAX, which is a coronavirus stock. We got FEYE, VIR, but none of these really have any significant type of volume. And then we have SPY, which is the SPY. The overall market is, still in a process of rebounding, and it had a pretty good day yesterday, but looks like it dipped this morning. And so we've just been sideways here today, guys. And like I said, this is going to happen until we get some easement with the coronavirus fears. What's up, Justin? What's up, brother? Hey, I appreciate it, Justin. Thanks, bro. But yeah, that's the market. We also have some gap downs. I guess we can look at those as well here. A few penny stocks, but that doesn't usually mean much. VBIV down. GWRE. Man, I hate typing these. The GWRE. There we go. Yeah, it's down, but no volume. TECL down. Got some ETFs that are moving down, so I'm mostly just following the overall market, I would think. And yeah, that's about it. If you got anything specific you want me to take a look at, let me know. Lake is easy to borrow. Okay, so you can short the heck out of it. Yeah, I mean, Lake is a coronavirus stock, right? So be careful. What's up, Tom? What's up, Maestro? What's up, Justin? What's up, Two-Way? The champ. The champ is here. What's up, Jedi? What's up, Haas? What's up, Hector? What's up, Daniel? What's up, Grand? What's up, O? What's up, Daniel? Peru Gold. What's up, brother? Rhetorical. Gear. What's up, guys? Emmanuel. What's up, brother? Jordy. Shearsome. Yeah, for sure, man. They shouldn't cause me. They shouldn't. Honestly, they shouldn't. Like, my doctor should not. Not even. I'm not worried about paying my normal copay. What I'm worried about is paying for that ER visit that I had to go to yesterday. That's what I'm worried about, because those are expensive. And I didn't have to go. I was fine. It was their error. It was their machine that messed up. My P&L yesterday was $7 lost. I lost $7. Didn't trade after the stream. I could show you. It was $7 before commissions. Let me clarify that. And so, yeah, it's definitely been a little bit of a... I've kept it pretty break even, but yeah, I'm roughly $1,700 in profit. It looks like I lost about $35 net yesterday, which is fine. I'm keeping it pretty small. Like I said, I've been on a little bit of a down streak lately, and that's okay. You know, down streaks happen. Nice, Justin. Hey, congrats, bro. Alright, so we got a few people asking me why I went to the ER. And so I'll go ahead and say it again. So I went to the doctor yesterday, and because I was feeling my heart beat in my chest. I was just feeling like pounding in my chest, right? And so I go to the doctor just to get like a well check to make sure I'm okay. And, you know, they do an EKG, they do a chest x-ray, they take my blood to do a blood heart marker test. And a blood heart marker test essentially tells you if you have had a heart attack or not, and if your heart is damaged. And so the EKG was fine, results came back good with that. Chest x-ray was fine, results came back fine with that. And then when they did the blood marker test, you know, they took blood from my left arm, and they said the test was invalid, that it didn't work for some reason. And so they said, okay, we're going to take your blood again. And they took it on my right arm, and they said that didn't work either. And so they eventually discharged me and sent me home and told me, like, it's probably just stress or anxiety that makes your heart beat like that. But we'll call you and update you with the results once we test this last part. We're going to test it from a different method, and we'll get back to you today. So answer your phone. And so I go home and I take a shower, and I'm fresh out the shower, and they call me and they go, the reason your test was invalid is because your blood marker levels for your heart are way outside the normal range, and you need to go to the emergency room now, you know? And so I'm like, oh no, I'm about to die. You know, is basically what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm about to drop dead. I'm about to die. And so I'm rushing over to the ER, having a panic attack. They hook me up to all these machines. They do a EKG, which comes back normal again. They do a chest x-ray that comes back normal again. And this time, their blood marker test came back normal. And so they're like, yeah, your normal doctor had a faulty machine or something like that, because we just did it. And it wouldn't change over an hour or two from when you took it after your last doctor to this doctor. And so it was just their machine that was broken. You're not about to die. Go home, dude. And so I'm like, okay, great. I'm not about to die, you know. But now I'm going to get hit with that ER fee. I'm going to get hit with that, you know, that $2,000 emergency room visit fee. And so, you know, at least I'm not about to die. That's the good thing. What's up? What's up, Hip Hop Anonymous? What's up, bro? What's up, Cool? What's up, man? What's up, Gold? What's up, Jordy? What's up, Trung? But yeah, that was my day yesterday. You know. But yeah, SPY down. We'll look up some market news. Alright, so we have a few different news stories that we can put out. So the New York City Mayor de Blasio tweeted, quote, "We urgently need the CDC to increase our supply of the COVID-19 test kits and expedite the approval of any testing approaches developed by private companies," end quote. And again, that is from the New York City Mayor de Blasio. We also have some Dutch health authorities saying that they confirmed cases of the coronavirus in the confirmed cases of the coronavirus in the Netherlands more than doubled to 82. Yeah, apparently I'm fine, K. Gifford, in that my heart's normal, in that nothing was wrong. I talked to my dad shortly after, and my dad said that a rapid heartbeat runs in our family, and that he gets it, my uncle gets it sometimes, and yeah, the ER basically told me my heart's normal, like my heart's fine, that it was just a faulty machine from my regular doctor, apparently. And so yeah, basically it was my doctor's mistake, and I'm not dying, basically. What is my plan for today's trading? Yeah, it happens, man. My daughter is like, "You should sue," and I told my daughter, I was like, "Look," I was like, lawsuits are, you gotta pick your lawsuits. I was like, you can't, you know. Oh, and I told her, I actually had this conversation with her this morning because my daughter's like, "Can't you sue them?" And I was like, "Yeah, I could," but I told her, I was like, "Look. You know, you sue somebody if it drastically changes your life. Like if it's life-altering damage, you sue. If you were scared for 3 hours, you don't sue. You know, like my doctor's been a good doctor. I'm not gonna sue them. I'm not that type of person. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sue my doctor over something dumb like that. My doctor damages my heart, you know, or like legit damages my life in some way, maybe, but not over something dumb like that. I got $20. Help me out, fellas. I don't know. Yeah, and the benefit of trading options is that the benefit of trading option is that you can short stocks without that much buying power. Normally, to short a stock, you need leverage and you need a margin account to do it, and you need to get approved for to be able to short, and you need all these different things to be able to short stocks usually. And with options, you can buy a put option and essentially short a stock for what, like $40. And so options is easily one of the cheaper ways to get started as well. There's a lot of subtle nuances in options, and like I joked about yesterday, I'm not the best options trader, and so I'm sure Cool probably is a much better options trader than I am, and so I don't feel comfortable necessarily giving specific stock option advice. But I will say that options can help you limit your risk, and they can help you get started with less capital. And that is a valid point for options, certainly. And so yeah, SPY is down today. Right now, I think some big levels that we've put in the last few days, if we look at like a longer term chart, like a 30-minute chart, I think a few big levels here are 305. I think is actually a pretty big level. I think we've bounced off of this, not really, I mean, I guess 304, 305 level for a while now. And so that range right there is interesting. If you get a little bit lower, obviously 300 is like the largest support or resistance level in the overall market. And so those are the levels I would watch, 305, 300. If we move up, you know, the other big level on the upside is 310. And so I would watch those ranges right here and see maybe this low here too in the overall market. But again, we'll see what happens. It's going to be influenced by a lot of fundamental catalysts in the coronavirus news, so to speak. And so I would just be careful, you know. What's up, Mitch?
What's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
A little late to the party, but never too late.
You're good, bro. You're good. What's up, man? What's up, Bradley?
Yeah.
What's up, Avocado? Yeah, man, you're here, you know.
Yeah. A little sleepy, you know the life.
Did you hear about my day yesterday? I'm not going to go over it again because I already went over it, but dude, Yesterday was a chaotic day for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Dude, I thought I was going to die for like 4 hours yesterday. My doctor basically gave me, to put it in like a very quick, my doctor had a faulty machine that was testing my heart marker levels, which is telling me whether my heart is damaged. And they called me and they said, your levels tested way outside the normal range. You got to go to the ER. And so I thought I was about to die. And then the ER is like, yo, you're fine. You know, go home. And so that was my day yesterday. And now I'm back drinking coffee, you know.
Yeah, you drank that coffee.
Yeah, I'm drinking it, man. I'm drinking it, you know.
I'll give you a nice thumbs up since you're still alive.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, man. I'm alive, bro. I'm not dying, you know.
Still kicking it.
Yeah, I'm still here, you know, unfortunately. What's up, Riley? What's up, MF? What's up, Hasib? What's up, She?
All right. How we doing? Good morning, everybody. What's up, Justin? How we doing, Maestro? I haven't seen you in a little while. We got Taylor in the house. Gold-plated Jordy. What's up, Gifford? How we doing, guys? She moans Rahel. T-Rone. We got Eric in the house. What's going on? How you doing? It's always good to see new people in the house. Riley, Mr. G. What's going on, everybody? Good morning.
We got Hero in here, you know. What's up, Hero? What's up, Junior? Everybody run. It's Hero.
Bro, John Joe, bro.
Yeah. Hey, John, bro. Big brother. My man, Hero. Yeah, I'm good, Hero. I'm all right, man. Thank you.
Yeah, we're
Thank
gonna literally make a shirt that says, Bro, John, bro.
Big brother, you know. My man,
Send it
Hero.
to him.
I like it though. He's a good member, man. He's cool, you know. But
What's going on, man?
what's up, bro? All right. So I was going over some market news, and Dutch in the Netherlands, the confirmed cases more than doubled to 82 of the coronavirus. The mayor of New York, de Blasio, put out a quote that said, quote, "We urgently need the CDC to increase our supply of the COVID-19 test kits and expedite the approval of any testing approaches developed by private companies." And so it looks like the fears are back.
Yeah, man. And yesterday, looks like, you know, hey, sometimes it's gonna happen when you get a little bit of a fake out. I've been trying to trade this XLU, and trading ETFs is a little bit harder than trading individual stocks. They have a little bit bigger ranges, sometimes don't hold patterns as cleanly. That's really what we got here. We got big range moves, and then eventually this thing broke out all the way to 68.50. So what I'm watching today, really, guys, is going to be mainly just the overall market. I did see BJ's get hit on their earnings. Really, it was just an inline earnings, but you know, you can't really go in line and then go down right now. You have to really beat it for it to kind of surprise everyone and get up there. So this one actually dropped on the daily. Is now down to 20.75. Would have to get above $22 for me to even look at it. It looked really positive, and now it's looking bearish. You can maybe even watch this one for a short today. Another one that I'm looking at, guys, is the airlines. I'm just gonna read you some headlines and not really speak about, and then we'll just talk about it. I don't really have to go into the actual details because the headlines say it all. Coronavirus grounds 10% of United North American flights. Then we have Southwest putting out, Southwest Air sees lower demand amid coronavirus and cuts sales guidance. If you look, you can also find some American Airlines where they're cutting guidance. United also cut their international trips also. So really pulling back on flights. And as we know, we've been seeing these all these airline stocks just get destroyed. They're at really, really bad points. You know, a lot of people think a lot of times airlines are a safe asset to trade. And in times like this, when there's a pandemic, we're clearly finding out that that's not when you want to be owning the airlines.
Yep.
Right. All right, guys. And my last news for the day is really going to be something off topic a little bit more, something to get us a little bit outside of coronavirus. We can go back into it, but so the MLB, it did a really impressive move in the summer. The MLB says that you can't have cannabis investments sponsorships, but you can get high. The MLB has gotten to the point where they've now said that you can use cannabis without any risk of discipline. And so this is a big, big change. This is the first major sport to really start getting into kind of accepting of CBD products and really just start getting a good kind of strategy towards the legalization. There's plenty of states that these guys are in where it is legal. One for being right here in Denver. You got the Rockies, and I'm sure the Nuggets go through the same thing. There was actually a report out a little while ago about a Miami Heat player that came to Denver and ended up eating too many edibles and I guess having a little bit of a too much fun time and ending up in the hospital. But one of the cool things about this is that at least the MLB is really recognizing that while natural cannabinoids will no longer be considered a prohibited substance, there's still restrictions, but they really just want to see that, if players are choosing to use CBD over, let's say, pharmaceutical painkillers, they think that's going to be a lot better in the long run 100%. For their players, and they've done the research, and that's why they're going to go ahead and back this. Before, you used to get tested positive for THC and you would get a $35,000 fine. You would have to go to treatment and pretty much go to rehab. So this is a big change. I think it's a good step in the long run. We've had politics really fighting for what's going to happen with legalization. I think the next president's really going to have that decision to make, and that decision itself can make pot stocks go crazy. Why am I talking this? Because at the end of the day, we haven't pot stocks really hit bottoms here. A stock like CGC down at 17. I'm really looking for this stock to head closer towards $15. That's where the weekly low is. But, you could definitely see this one, having some potential. One of the things that I think is important here is these are very long-term stocks. You got to have the approach that, you're just trying to get off supports, get the right amount, and look for a long-term investment. But we'll go ahead and see what happens with this. Biden isn't the biggest supporter. Trump isn't the biggest supporter. We still got Sanders in the race. But we'll see what happens. I think this is going to play a big impact on these. And we'll go ahead and see what happens later on in 2020.
Yeah, I think the big thing with cannabis in sports in general is that the reason it's beneficial and the reason they should allow it is because it's very simple. It's because it doesn't cause physical withdrawal symptoms. That's the largest thing. And so if you are a professional athlete and you need pain relief, that you don't want to get stuck on painkillers and never be able to get off of them, because every time you try to get off of them, you're going to have a physical dependence to them. And the big thing about cannabis with that is that it doesn't cause physical dependency. And so I think it can only be a positive in the sports world, in my opinion. CGC shut the doors in BC, Canada yesterday. In a chaotic market, day trading is still just as viable in any other day, right? I am new to all this, but I am paper trading as in any other market. It all depends on your strategy. Certain strategies are going to work well in chaotic markets. Certain strategies are not going to work well in chaotic markets, and so it just depends. My strategies don't seem to work as well. just judging by my stats, like I was on like a bunch of green streaks. I hadn't lost in a few weeks, and then the last 3 days or so, I've been roughly break even / losing in net profit during kind of the market, and so it just depends on the strategy.
Yeah, one thing to remember, guys, is that the last couple of days we really didn't. We had that Friday move, but we really haven't had much move since Monday.
Yeah, it's been chop.
Yeah, so that's what you gotta understand too. I mean, sometimes you're gonna be like, you saw a big move and then it makes you start trading differently, and then you don't realize that that move has already happened, and then you're in the chop and you start trading a little different way, and that can always start changing your kind of cycle in your trading. And like always, guys, I speak about this constantly. I even have a video on this. Trading is all about waves. Sometimes you have your good waves, sometimes you have your bad waves. The real key is owning up when you have your bad waves, and just controlling your capital so you don't lose as much on those downswings. And you just wait for your strategy to start coming back, the probability to start falling on your side. And that's really what trading's about, guys. It's about working your probability, and sometimes when the probability is not going your way, pulling back some of your capital, share sizing down, and then when you notice the stats are starting to fall back in place, boom, you size up, you start taking your swing, and that's how you really make your money in this game.
I try and said good time to short CJC, John. I don't know, man. I'm not. You know me. I'm a reactive day trader. I like to react to what the market's giving us.
I can at least say, technically wise, that would make sense. Yeah, if you wanted to get a dollar or two, but there's a big time support down there. You got more upside potential than you have downside risk. That's when long-term investors get in.
Right.
I can at least say that. Like, it just on the chart, you have from right now, it can go up to $50 as a long-term resistance, and then the bottom support is at like $10. That's $7 on the downside, but you can go up like $40 or $37, $33. There's a lot more reward potential. Don't like shorting stocks like that. Now you tell me Beyond Meat here. And this thing underneath the 100.
Mitch is a notorious bull of Beyond Meat.
Or
bear, bear.
Well, when we wake up one day and this thing is at 50, I am going to be annoying that day. I'm just letting you guys know.
if you feel it, short it, bro. But at least buy put options. Put options are the way to go. Buy a long-term put option, man.
I already missed my chance. It was I talked about it that one day. It was at 128 here, and I tried to buy it. I just didn't. I had the money separated in Robinhood. I just didn't take it. But now it's too late. At 128, 129, I had a chance easily, and I would be killing it right now. So
buy that put option, bro. You can get a 3 month put option.
I'd almost bet my house that this will end up like TLRY.
Yeah, TLRY, man. Everybody, it was the big name in cannabis, $300 plus. You and I both were like, man.
But it kept bouncing. It kept bouncing. People kept buying it up. Nope.
I tell you what, the stock's down. The employees are probably millionaires right now. Or the runners of that company are probably made bank. But because I think it was just a pump. It was just a pump.
And Beyond Meat.
Beyond Meat, yeah. I mean, you know me. I'm skeptical of Beyond Meat as well. They're partnering with a bunch of fast food restaurants.
Put it this way: in my whole trading career, any stock that goes from 50 to 250, when it first starts, the first 3 months, I don't know about you guys, but I'm shorting that stock.
Yeah, I feel you. I get it. I'm skeptical of it too. I don't like Beyond Meat either. I think
there's no stock that does this kind of move and stays.
Yeah, they almost always come back down.
You want to see small moves out the open, and then investors get in.
Let's see, what's Robinhood? Let's see what the Beyond Meat put options are just for you, Mitch. Let's see what they are.
Look, same example. Look at this. Peloton. Everyone was super excited about this company, right? Super excited. This thing went straight up to 35. People were buying it up there at 33, 35.
Yeah. Hey, bro. You could get for $700. You can get a $70 put option on Beyond Meat for January 15th, 2021. $700. You can bet that thing's gonna be down 30% in a year. That's a good. Hey, listen, it's cheap. You know.
I'm telling you, man. It's when it hits 50 that day, people are gonna be telling me, no, but this is fake meat, fake profits.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. Fake meats, fake profits.
Right. I feel you. I get it. They also have a lot of bad news since they're using a lot of chemicals in their fake meat. Yeah, for sure. The Canadian government and all these companies thought that people would purchase legal weed, but in reality of it is still that 90% still purchase their weed off of the black market. Yeah, and that's, that's probably accurate. Yeah, let's get it, guys. All right, 15 minutes. Here, I'm going to go over the overall market news real quick. All right, so looking at the SPY here, SPY just recently, in the last 5 minutes or so, broke under 305, which I think was a big level. I've been watching it, and so the next level is down here at 300. We'll see if it tests that. We also have this low here at 303, roughly 303.30s right here. We have this low from yesterday. So the low of the day yesterday during intraday movement was 303.30 or so, 303.20, 303.30. So I think that range, we can look for that to hold as some support as well. And to go over the ETF preview here from MT Newswires, I'm going to be quoting this. Again, this is from MT Newswires. Quote, stock futures were also back in the red as the latest tally for coronavirus cases in the U.S. increased to 160 people, while deaths reached 11 people in the U.S. The IMF cut its 2020 global GDP growth forecast to 2.9% from 3.3%, adding that the impact of the coronavirus on global growth is, quote, still difficult to predict. On the economic calendar in the weekly Jobless claims bulletin at 8:30 Eastern Time, with expectations for 215,000 unemployment claims versus 219 in the prior week. Also due at 8:30 Eastern Time, which was an hour ago, will be revised productivity costs. Factory orders are scheduled for 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and so that is in roughly 40 minutes, with expectations for a reading of minus 0.1% in January compared with the prior month's 1.8%. For Federal Reserve watchers, Dallas Fed President Robert Kaplan will speak at 6:30 p.m. Minneapolis Fed President Neel Kashkari speaks at 8 p.m. And New York Fed President John Williams will speak at 8:45. Just to move on to commodities here, team. Crude is down 0.2%. The U.S. oil fund is flat. Natural gas is up 0.5%, and the U.S. natural gas fund is down 1%. Gold is up 0.3%, with the Spider Gold Trust being up 1%. Silver is down 0.2%, and iShares Silver Trust is up 0.8%. And that's the global news. And again, that was all quoting from MT Newswires. But so yeah, that's the global news today, guys. Like I said, this level is really interesting here. This previous low of the day at 303.30, and we did get a bounce almost exactly at that level, right around 303.30. Let's watch that level, and then underneath that, let's watch 300 here. And so I think those levels are interesting. Again, the low of the day from yesterday at 303.30 if we're watching the overall market, and then that 300 whole dollar level. Both really interesting points that, I think are worth watching here. All right, guys, we got 8 minutes left, team. 8 minutes to start getting ready.
The rumors on the street, man.
What?
I don't even know if I want to talk about this. That's how much of a rumor it is.
Rumors are interesting.
I'll just 100. I have to state this really early in saying this. This could be 100% false. Could just be someone talking But the only reason I'm going to talk about it is because it's on the Washington Post. If it wasn't from a viable source, I wouldn't even bring it up. But they're saying, and this is strictly conspiracies, the internet in China has been stating that the US has been covering up the amount of people that are actually sick by putting them under the category as deaths by the regular flu. If you look at our deaths by flu, they have gone up. So that is a little bit of a concerning thought. If the United States government doesn't know that it's the coronavirus that's really doing those deaths and hiding behind the regular flu, that's what they're stating. They're stating that the United States does have a little bit bigger grasp on this, and that those deaths that you're seeing by the flu have honestly been by the coronavirus. That's as rumor as it goes.
Yeah, that's speculation, I guess. But I don't know. As somebody that had the flu is rough this year, man. I'll say that. The flu is tough. I had it about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. I actually streamed.
Maybe my boy John got the immunity already.
Yeah, hey, maybe I'm in the clear, bro. But no, I had the flu. The flu is nasty this year, man. It was rough, bro. It was rough.
I mean, I got the flu too, man. Yeah, early.
It sucked.
But I mean, it could be something else, man. Who knows? Maybe we already got through it. You know?
If it is, I'll say this: if it is something else, it's not nearly as contagious as people thought. Because, like I said, I had the flu A. And my daughter caught the flu because I sat next to her when I was on the plane back from Disney World. And so I was sitting next to her. But my son didn't, and my wife didn't. And so, it didn't... the rest of my family didn't catch the flu. And it was the flu A, which is like the serious flu.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, there's always conspiracies in China and stuff like that. And then there's talked about that supposedly there was a scientific office in Wuhan that practices on pathogens. I've heard of that, and that was actually from a senator. But you can't really know these stories are true. They're just rumors, but it definitely is interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, we haven't had the testing available to even know if you had it. So we'll find out. I think we're going to find out in the next week or two how much we really have, how dangerous it's really going to be, and where the markets are going to head.
Time to sell the beginner trading water filters, guys. If you need beginner trading water filters, just sarcasm.
Just come to my bunker.
Right. Mitch has got his bunker plans, for sale for a cheap $500,000. No, just kidding. All sarcasm. Don't take it seriously. Don't get mad if we don't send it to you. Thank you, sir.
You can still come to my bunker. Right. I won't be mad.
Mitch is ready. He's ready.
I'm not giving you the location, though. You just got to find it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get ready to day trade, team. Let's get ready. All right.
All right. Let's do it, guys. CGC down 5.1%. Keep an eye on that one. That one's one of the highest percentage down. Of course, all my airlines are up there. JetBlue, United. You got Spirit Airlines. Those are JBLU, UAL, Save. We got Tesla down 4%. You got also Maxar showing up there about almost 4%. And then I'm going to look on the plus side. Not really much there. The only thing I'm seeing is PODD, and I wouldn't necessarily trade that one, at least from my plus side watch list. Everything is in the red. We'll be looking for bounce backs and clear wipeouts of support with heavy volume.
Yep. I like it. Should be a fun day. All right, guys. We got almost 200 people in here. Let's smash that like button if you want to help support our channel here. All right, let's do this, guys. We got 3 minutes, team. 3 minutes. Like I said, my account is roughly at $1,700 in profit. We're going to try to bring that number up to 2,000 in the next few weeks. What's up, Hero? You back, sir? What's up, man? IBIO. A few people talking about IBIO here. Yeah, IBIO ripping up pretty big. Gapping up from 216 to 250s here. I'll go ahead and look this one up. A few people asked me to. So before the bell, real quick, I'll look this one up.
Also, guys, keep an eye on that crazy stock APT.
Oh yeah, Alpha Pro Tech. But no, IBIO. Actually, I did go over this one. They put out hopes for plans. Man, if there's not any more fluffy piece. Hopes for plans to develop plant-based coronavirus vaccine. Hopes for plans to develop coronavirus vaccine. That's the news. IBIO up, 40%.
You're killing me, John. You're killing me.
25%, 20%, whatever it is. But yeah, IBIO up. What's up? What's up, Eagles? What's up, bro?
I got hopes for plans for running for president.
Yeah, I got hopes for plans for starting $1 billion business and being $1 billion CEO. You know,
I got hopes. Hopes though.
Yeah.
Not as good as faith.
Right. I got hopes
but I
for
got hopes.
plans. Hopes for plans. Yeah. Oh, 92 says I can tell John's a computer guy just based on his desktop. Yeah. You know, you can see I got PyCharm. I got some free CodeCamp videos. I've got Atom here. I've got Visual Studio Code. I've got a lot of coding stuff here. I've got some poker stuff too.
I'm telling you, me and John are gonna become data scientists.
Right.
On the side.
And then we're gonna sell our brilliant coding course, you know, called Hello World. You know, there's the bell, guys. Let's make some money.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's see, we got. Oh, let me put Mitch up here.
Yeah, let me put my another screen up. Bam, bam, boom, boom. Let's do it. PH, watching that one. MU. Could see this one drop a little bit today. It's already gap down, so these gap downs, I look for reversals or big moves down right out the gates, and not seeing big moves down right here.
SPY moving up a little bit, broke over 305. Tesla kind of ripped up here. That might be dragging the SPY up some.
One thing I'm gonna do with the SPY, since it's been in chop for 3 days now, I'm gonna keep it on an hourly chart. I don't really care on the SPY unless it breaks my resistance and support on a major chart. Not a 1 minute, not a 5 minute, not a 15 minute. I'm going all the way back to the hourly.
Yeah, I feel you. I like it.
Why? Because I want to at least know the trend. And if you stay on a smaller trend, you might just get caught in the chop again.
Yeah.
All right, LK looking interesting. That did a nice little spike there.
All right, Tesla just drastically pulled back some, all the way back to breaking the lows of the day for Tesla. And so that might actually drag the SPY back down a little bit, just depends.
I like LK, but the problem is it's a 20-cent spread. Definitely not something you want to try to jump into.
All right, Tesla bounced back up. SPY is kind of battling like 305.50 level. That previous high up there at around 305.50 or so.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any straight trending stocks. More chop here. XLU moving down there. I might fade the XLU.
All right, SPY pulling back some down to 304s. LK pulling back some too. AMD bouncing right off the VWAP really quick though.
still have no moves over 3%. So that means like what I'm seeing in the open, where I didn't see anything really move. Now I'm starting to see the 3%ers. We got AEO, and for me, Save. So Save is an airline. That one looks like it's moving down. Yeah, it's moving down a significant amount. Spirit Airlines getting hit today. We'll look for an XLU fade here.
Alright, so the SPY is actually just broke lows here, it looks like. Yeah, so the SPY broke lows of the day. Low of the day was at 304.75s roughly. SPY's down at 304.50. It's about to test that $0.50 there.
Space getting interesting for me also.
AMD bouncing off the VWAP. SPY moving back up to 305s. Kind of sideways for now, but
There you go. Just got a spike in some stocks. Let's see if they start continuing to hold.
I see a hero. Later, brother. What's up, Gideon? Good morning. Alright, SPY pushed up, broke highs. It's up to, it's pulling back to that previous high right now. It's at 305.50 roughly, 305.40s. HTBX. Yeah, HTPX ran up to 125, pulled back now. Low of the day is at 101. It's roughly that whole dollar of one area is interesting for it. See if it holds that or breaks underneath it. AMD breaking highs. SPY pushing up, testing highs now, breaking it. It's at 306.
Sorry about that, guys. I've been muted. I'm short on the XLU. My out is 60s, so I might get out right here. Yeah, I'm out. Just dipped out there. I'm not going to push it. Wicked over my limit there. I didn't want to push it, so I got out there. Might still take another shot on this one.
Tesla breaking highs of the day. AMD running up a little bit. So the SPY's pulling back a little bit more now, just kind of dipping back down. I think the big level to watch is 305.50 here. It's the previous high of the day prior to that last push. And it's also a $0.50, so I think the SPY pulling back there and seeing if it bounces there is probably makes sense. Dropping. INO is tradable too. If INO pulls back to the VWAP, I could use that 803 risk. That looks okay. 13 cent risk, big reward. Don't hate that.
Alright, space looking like it wants to crash here. I want to let it bounce here towards 2290s. Let's see if we get a bounce here.
Yeah, look at the SPY bounced right at that 305.50 level. We'll see if it continues to hold.
CGC, possible VWAP bounce play in that one. We'll see what happens here with space. You go, just got rejected. Let's see if it breaks out through the 23 here. Closes this candle, anything up below 23s, and we could look for a short.
AMD pulling back to the VWAP actually looks good for a bounce. The most concerning part of it is whether the SPY is going to bounce. I think that's going to influence it enough to where I should be worried about the SPY not bouncing on AMD, but it is pulling back directly to the VWAP now. Big range though. I'm probably just going to wait. I've noticed I've done noticeably better later on in the day, and the last few days I've been getting impatient and trading early, so I'm just going to wait.
Watching space right now. Let's see what happens here. See if it breaks out through the 23 or rejects here. Alright, be careful, you could get a squeeze here. There you go, broke 23s. Looking for a pullback in space to 86 here on the long side. It's showing long side potential, so on the pullback I could take a chance.
AMD CGC look almost like the exact same chart. The SPY bounced, and so it put in a wick that you could use as a risk if you're getting in on the bounce. I seem to like CGCs a little bit more because the risk is tighter with like 6 cents. I'm gonna take it with a 6 cent risk just to stop, you know.
The space is a little bit all over the place for me. I'm having a little trouble with the spread.
What's up, Han? at the risk for CGC, and again, I think it's really depending on what the SPY does at that 305.50 level. I think that's going to influence it enough to where I should be careful if it breaks that. There we go. I'm just going to hold this to see if the SPY runs up.
Looking around for other trades here, but not seeing much.
Yeah, SPY broke under that 305.50 level. It's kind of testing it right now,
Yeah.
so.
All right, let's see if Space get buys here at the VWAP, or it's gonna break down.
Glad I didn't take an IO. It ended up just squeezing up big.
Wanted to short maybe Space in 2290s, but the spread is just too much. It doesn't make sense for risk and reward wise. And when things don't make sense risk and reward wise, you're just asking to get hurt.
Yep.
Because the problem is sometimes even a 10-point spread there, and the risk and reward is like a 2-to-1. And if you're already down 10 cents, it becomes instantly 1-to-1. I liked it, and it looks like it's breaking down here, but it didn't give me a chance.
SPY pulling back down, testing that 305.50 level. Back up. SPY keeps bouncing there.
Yeah, that's why I have it on the hourly. It hasn't done nothing on the hourly. Top city.
Yeah.
If you look on the hourly, it's just wicks.
Yeah. For sure.
CGC looking interesting. It keeps holding VWAP here.
Yeah, I'm in it already. I'm in it with a small position though.
It's not a bad trade. I mean, clearly defined support.
Yeah. You got that 17 whole dollar level. It's just like it's following the SPY right now is what it's doing, and so the SPY will move up and it'll move up, and then the SPY will move down to test that 305.50 and it'll move down. But I'm in with 100 shares, so if I lose, I might lose like $10. I think I'll be all right. But I'm gonna let the SPY go through here. The SPY's got that big support level at 305.50, and so if it holds over that, it should be fine. And if it breaks underneath that, I'll probably end up jumping out of this one. But it all is gonna depend on that, I think.
Watching LK here. VWAP bounce possibility. Looking for a quick dip here and a hold, and for it to come back through VWAP for the third time rip out. Space really went down there, man, but Just couldn't really nail it. I tried. Just the spread wouldn't let me get in there. The one that seemed easier, smaller spread and tighter in the same sector, Maxar.
Somebody's mentioning VIPS. One that looks good for a VWAP bounce, or a rebound bounce is what I call it, is MU. That one looks really solid. The problem is AMD just took a dive the other way, and so we'll see, but that one didn't look horrible, really.
Ooh, I like CGC after it just dipped like that.
I don't know, it's still underneath the VWAP.
Well, at least you got my trader support, bro. I would take it.
Yeah.
So that shows that the setup's there, at least, regardless of whatever happens.
Right, the sentiment is good, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm about break even in it. I'm just letting it work. It's such a small share size that I'm just kind of gives me something to watch while I'm waiting. SPY just turned, though, broke 305.50, which was a major support the last 2 minutes. And so, yeah.
I don't want to overreact here. The hourly chart still hasn't really broken down, but yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, major support there, and so I'm my hand's over the cover button. If I get out, I might get out for $5, $6, maybe $10 loss, maybe a little bit more. Just depends on how quickly it drops, but I'll let it work. It's still CGC actually looks stronger in the last 2 minutes, and even though the SPY looks weaker, and so maybe it's not really the same sector. CGC is cannabis, SPY is market, so we'll see.
Hey, maybe it comes back right here.
Yeah, we'll see. Probably just gonna get out of CGC and wait. Yeah, I'm out. $10 loss. It's sideways right now. It's just chopping over and under the VWAP. Market's sideways, and so it's kind of dragging everything else back down. I'm just gonna wait and take my main trades later on.
Thinking about LK here. Would like to see a triple bottom there at 40.11s. Here it goes. It's gonna test that. Went right through it.
I'm gonna take my once per stream bathroom break, Mitch. So hold it down, brother.
Let's do it. All right. All right. See if I can risk $15 here, get 40 15s. Waiting. Want to see this bottom out here. It's not looking good for us. At least I didn't get in there. Because I'm looking like the SPY wants to drop, but it's really not doing much. Just want to see if it's going to come back with some vengeance. Not really seeing the best stocks to trade right now, so just holding back right now. All right. What's the bottom here? 88. Spy playing games right now. Not seeing many I want to trade. Might trade XLU on the downside. But okay, LK finally bottoming out there, giving us a chance. Let's see if it can bottom out one more time here and not break through that 39.95. Big thing is the SPY is tricking right now. It's at the bottom of the support. I want to see if it's going to break it. That's why I'm watching it on the 1 hourly chart, guys. Looks like I'm getting a breakdown here, at least in this stock here. Breakdown in LK there.
Somebody in the chat asked, "What is your winning?" Somebody in the chat asked, "What is your winning percentage over what time frame?" It's gonna vary, you know.
All right, seeing some big dips here. Let's see what happens in the SPY. Not seeing much out there right now.
Yeah, this week's been choppy, man. Been dull. SPY breaking lows. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We got 240 people in here, 60 likes. Let's bring that number up to at least 100. Let's get at least, you know, let's get at least 50% likes here, 50% likes. So smash that like button if you haven't already. If you click the bell as well, team, you'll get a notification when we go live, which is every weekday morning.
All right, guys. Looks like APT starting to get some rocket fuel. Support on that one. Let's say 1730s, and below that all the way down there to 1650s, so you have to be extremely careful. I would look for a pullback here in the 1760s. Get risk off the 1730s.
Stock lovers feeling the heat. I love it. T-Pics bags. ARW looking juicy today. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd say I'm a stock lover. I day trade. What courses are best to really start learning? I mean, we've got some good courses that are free online. You can go check those out if you want. I'll post those links. I'll post a link to one of them. It's all free, but there's a lot of good free courses out there, not just our stuff. But yeah, you want to get started. Here's a good one on the strategies we use, or the trading process is probably a better one if you're new. Here's one class, and just go to the playlist. We've got about 30 classes, and they're all free. Just on how we trade, and like I said, we're not really experts here. And so, you know, we just put out what works for us, how we trade our system. Yeah, no stress. What's up, Joe? What's up, bro? Kind of looking at AMR in here. It's up there. EMPH bouncing to the VWAP might get interesting there. Market's still choppy. Yeah, it's just a boring day, Justin. It happens, man. You know? Best thing to do is kind of minimize risk in days like today until we get some trends, unless you're trying to trade the chop. You know, it's just kind of one of those days where nothing looks that great, to be honest, and, you know, we're just kind of hanging out. They happen. I made a little bit on AMRN just now, but it was like a 200 share position. I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm just trying to check big size today, but we're just not seeing anything. Market coming back down to the lows, bouncing at the highs, coming back down to the lows. What do you think about CODX? Coronavirus stock, right? I mean, it looks strong. I think a big level there for CODX is like right at that previous high opening range high, right at like 70, right around where the VWAP is. I think that's a big level. Also, you got that low at 1450, that $0.50 low down there. That level looks interesting too. What's up, Isaac? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you been, bro? You been doing all right? I'm gonna get out here of AMRN. It's just such a small range. I've already gotten this entire move right here from here down to here, and so I'm just gonna take that and just sit here. Like I said, I will be taking bigger size today, but I gotta wait for the setups to present themselves, and so that's what we're waiting on. What's up, May? Switch up the music a little bit. American Airlines dropping and CNA halted. Nah, Isaac's an OG, so I'm kind of saying what's up. What's up, Eagles? HTBX, few people watching. But yeah, so CODX, I think the big levels are 1475. I can just look at it really quick. I think the big levels are here, and then this level, specifically this opening range high up here. And then this low down here at 1450. I think that's the big support underneath it right now. Yeah, and see it's bouncing right there, so right around there I think makes sense. You don't know about my music selection, bro? Don't dog my music, bro. Don't hate, Isaac. I'm a great DJ here, man. If you keep complaining, I'm gonna throw on some jazz for you, man. You know me, I like jazz. I might just do it anyway. You know what? I'm doing it. Hey, thank you for the sub, Deva. I appreciate it. Like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day right here on YouTube. If you appreciate us day trading live, we are not experts here. We are not gurus, anything like that. We are just normal day traders trading the market live. If you want to see us, again, hit that subscribe button. If you click the bell, you'll get a notification every single time we go live, which is, again, every weekday morning. Also, guys, you could also smash that like button. I definitely appreciate it if you do. And, help us get up to 100 likes today. We got about 230 people in here right now, so hit that like button if you haven't already. Yeah, really what I'm waiting for, when I say I'm not seeing anything, is I'm waiting for the SPY itself to pick a trend. The SPY needs to pick a trend desperately. It's just sideways, and it's been sideways for a few days. But as you can see, like, the VWAP's a trend indicator. And so when anything is just chopping up over the VWAP, down below the VWAP, back up to test the VWAP, it's just maintaining a sideways trend. You can see the range of the day is like right here. And so we need it to actually maintain a trend and actually break out of this range right here, because for now it's just choppy, it's boring, it's sideways. We're not getting anything that looks good, and it's very difficult to trade unless you're going to try to predict the bottom of this chop. It's very difficult to trade this. And so that's what we're getting right now. I don't use a file for the music. I just use a subscription website that licenses music. It's royalty free, license free music that I can play. And they have all these different genres to pick from. You see, now the SPY's pushing up above the VWAP, so yeah, we're just getting chop. It's unfortunate. I mean, it is what it is. This is the market sometimes. JD. Yeah, JD had a nice little, looks like a flag breakout. Beautiful flag breakout, yeah, on JD. Look at this. I don't know if you called this one out. If you did, good job. Missed it. I missed it myself. But look at that flag. But JD's strong, for sure. Yep, not seeing anything. AMD choppy, MU choppy, AMRN choppy, SPY itself, market itself is choppy. We got JD ripping up, but it's pretty close to highs, and so I'm not going to buy it. Too extended, too risky to buy it up here. Maybe if it pulls back, maybe. EMPH doesn't look that bad, really. But with the market pushing up, I guess I'm just worried it's going to move up. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Rico. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, maybe EMPH here. Maybe. You know. Not the most volume out of all the stocks I'm watching today. But yeah, appreciate it, Quan. Thank you, man. Thank you for the subscribe, brother. Yeah, when the market's moving back above the VWAP like this, it's just, what do I do here? You know? You should learn to trade natural gas, UGAZ and DGAZ. Nah, I mean, it's just not my style, man. I think everybody has their own personal preference. And like I said, I mean, I've built up profit in my account. Like, I'm up in this account. The strategies obviously work. If you go back and look at my accuracy rate long term, I'm running at like 60-70% accuracy, doing really well building this account. And so I'm just going to stick with what works for me. And sometimes choppy days are going to happen with anything. You know, every day is not going to be the perfect day for trading. And so ETFs, it's just not really something I'm super interested in trading that often. And yeah, I think in trading, you got to just kind of stick with what works. You know, one thing you'll learn in trading as time goes on is that everybody has a different preference and style. It doesn't necessarily mean anybody's right or wrong. There's just different styles. People have different styles based off of their own personality. And sometimes you got to just stick with what works for your own personality, you know? Just lost my second intro account. Sigh, on to the next. It's a great way to start, though, hands down. Yeah, for sure. And you know, you gain experience from it. That's what it's really, that's where it really shines, I think. But yeah, we're just kind of hanging out, team. If the SPY starts to run up here, I might dip by the CGC, but it just depends on what the SPY does right here.
Alright guys, sorry for being away for a little while there. Just had to deal with a little bit of a puppy mess, so you know how that goes.
Yeah, it happens, bro. You know?
Yep. It's been a little bit more of an emotional day because of it. Just kind of miss for a little while. And now stocks are coming back, but after my trading time, and I feel like if I start going after stocks right now, I'm going to go outside of my rules that I've already set. I've been trying to keep, really put a test together, and this would not be trading these strategies in the afternoon here. As much as I like them, I got to stick to what the rules are, and my rules say no trades after 10 a.m. So from that point on, I'm done.
Yeah, I get it.
I'll take my little small loss. First losing day of the week. But hey, can't be mad. It's going to be nothing on the account. Was up close to 200. We'll lose about $22 now. Not too bad. We'll just work at it tomorrow.
Yep.
So like always, traders, if you guys want to go ahead and check out a high quality platform that John and I use every single day, definitely check out TradeNet. This will go ahead and give you guys a great ability to get a funded account package with as much buying power as $14,000. What I really like is that not only are they giving you this buying power, but they're giving you that high quality platform. You get a demo to trade. You also gonna get here access to their chat room. You get a program You know, a lot of traders are trying to get free information or cheap information. This is a great course for especially you beginners that are out there. If you're trying to get really the most out of your value, that's what we really recommend TradeNet for. It's going to give you that low commissions and give you access to trading both ways. If you're trying to learn how to short and also long at the same time, this is going to be definitely have a strength. I really like them. In the end, they've let me test all different kinds of strategy, and at the end you had to trade live for you to really get the kind of the benefits of trading. You know, a lot of traders are trading paper. If you look at the risk to reward, the risk to reward is always going to be better to trade small live than to continuously trade paper over and over.
Yeah, for sure. And it's basically, so you basically become a contractor for them. So it's an educational package, and you basically become a contractor for them. So it's like it comes with a course, it comes with a demo account, it comes with access to their chat room for a few weeks. And then once you're approved, you contract for them, and they allow you to trade their account. And that's really what it is. Hold on, let me get a different song that's not talking. And that's really what it is. And so when you do contract with them for their base package, it's $3.99 I think right now. You get 14K in buying power, and there's no PDT rule. Plus you can short anything that's tradable, and I think that's one of the biggest benefits. And so if you want to check them out, I'll post that link here too. Yeah, I was looking at CGC for this bounce, but I just barely missed it.
Yeah, it was just it was earlier, that 17 buy, 17-10 buy. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you're gonna get faked out. We don't usually get faked out often. That's for sure. We usually hold, and sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. I liked OK too for the bottom buy here, but it's past my time. Everything's kind of slowing up. Look at the hourly on the SPY, and what do you have? You don't have much movement. You know, now we're getting some green, but I really haven't seen a break out of the kind of the resistance or support on the hourly chart, and that's what I wanted to see. Looks like we might get another inside day where it goes up and down, up and down. So just be careful out there, traders. I wish you guys the best, like always, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Later, brother. But yeah, I made a little bit back on AMRN, so I'm slightly up on the day, but, you know, well, we'll see what else we can find. It's just such a sideways day, team. It's such a sideways day. Zoom, I see somebody calling Zoom out. Yeah, I see Buzz calling it out. It's not a fade. It might be a bounce or a rejection, but it's not a fade. Not what I would call a fade, at least. You know, this one is like the VWAP's here, and so if it pushes back over, it could be a bounce, but for now, I'm just gonna wait. It's kind of in between. No, I see it, app. I don't know if I could even trade this one. Let me see. No, I can't. So, yeah, I can't even trade this one. But it's not really a fade either. Not what I would call one. Maybe a bounce off of pre-market highs right here, but not really what I would say a fade is. But everybody has their own interpretation. Yeah, it's just tough. Look at the SPY. SPY is just sideways, big and sideways. You know. I might wait for like NIO to pull back, but the SPY's testing highs, starting to break highs. Hopefully, it finally breaks out of this range, and we get some, you know, decent pullbacks. What do I think of Zoom? Yeah, Zoom looks strong, and I really like that bounce, that kind of flag bounce it did today. That didn't look bad at all. I might start watching Zoom. Vips. Yeah, that bounce looked good. At this point, everything's just sideways, though, and I mean, I could try to ride something along with the SPY breaking out, but it's like, look at everything today, guys. It's just so sideways, man. Like, look at ENPH, sideways. Look at AMD, sideways, you know? Like, look at these. Look how sideways these are. MU, sideways, you know? Everything. AMRN, sideways, you know? SPY itself sideways, and so most of what I watch is sideways today. I haven't looked at Roku though. Let me see what Roku's doing. Let's see what Netflix breaking out. Tesla. Yeah, Tesla had looks like a little symmetrical triangle here. No symmetrical triangle for Tesla there. Yeah, there's no way I'm trading ZM right now. It's just up so big. SPY pulling back again, so it's so sideways today, guys. It's just a boring day, honestly, man. Unfortunate, but now the SPY's pulling back some. This has been the overall market movement. That's been the market. Boring. Might jump in with a little bit of AMD here. I just I'm getting a little bored. Just a small position on AMD, right around the whole dollar. We'll see. You know, maybe I'll scale in. I don't know what I plan on doing today. It's just really a boring day. Buy a little bit more here. Scale in 40 shares. Just not an A+ setup by any means, though. Not boring. I mean, the stock. What I mean, let me rephrase. It's boring for the stocks that I specifically trade. Like AMD's boring, MU's boring, CGC's boring, Cron's boring, ENPH is pretty boring, AMRN's pretty boring, and so like yeah, there's plays to be had, but if you look at the overall intraday trend of the stock over like an hour, it's pretty choppy, man. It's pretty boring for me. You know, it's all subjective. Trading's all subjective, but you know, it's pretty boring for me. VXRT, big move. Yeah, this was a big move. Penny stock though, I'm not usually a penny stock trader. Hey, see you, Ken Gifford. Yeah, I'm looking at Vips. It would just need to pull back some for me to really attack it. Like, for now, it's too extended close to these highs. So, like, if I was going to trade it, I'd need, like, a move down here. You know, I'd look for a move down there, maybe. Oh, I am muted. I'm sorry, guys. I'm muted. I realize that. I'm sorry. Hey, congrats, Daniel. Nice work. Nice, brother. Hey, good luck, man. You got this. You got this, bro. I'm gonna jump in CGC here because I really like this one, actually. I just noticed it. I'm gonna jump in with 500 shares just because I said I would take bigger sizing today. I'm gonna jump in with 500 on CGC, a much larger position, and this is gonna be my big trade for the day. And if this doesn't work out, I'm just gonna hang it up. But yeah, I actually like CGC's pattern. I said I was gonna try to scale up in size, and so that's what I'm doing with CGC here, and I'm in with 500 shares. So I know that's a pretty big increase from where I was previously with 40 shares on AMD. But I like the setup, and you know, if I'm gonna get anything today, I like CGC's pattern here. And so, wish me luck. What's up, Tiny? That's right, guys. We need 11 more likes, team. Hit that like button. We need 11 more beautiful likes. You know you want to. Hit that like button, guys. Show your support for what we do here. You know, smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm going to scale in with a little bit larger position. Like I said, I got to scale in. I got to take bigger size. So I'm in with 700 shares. Like I said I would scale up today, and that's what I'm doing. This is the best setup I've seen. And so we'll see if it works. And if it doesn't work, you know, it is what it is. You know, less than $100 loss is fine. Spy pulling back, which isn't good for me, though. That sucks. But... so it was only a 6-day competition, Eagles, and so it's done. The World Series of Day Trading's finished. And yeah, one of our team came in second in that. We had like 3 people total in the top 10, which was really cool. But yeah, we had 3 people total in the top 10. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Pablo. Welcome to the team, man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Alright, I'm using this 09 risk, and so, you know, keeping it pretty small here. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Zeus. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Hey, we broke over 100 likes, so thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the support, team. But yeah, what we're really getting here is the spy pullback. You know, the spy's pulling back quick. And so, I'm getting ready to exit, but... I'm going to give it a second, you know, one more second. Spy broke under that big level. It's probably time for me to get out. I'll let it bounce here. I'm probably about to jump out here because I still see weakness in the SPY, and I think this is a short-term bounce up. And so I'm going to give it one more second. I think we're probably going to get rejected here. And so I'm probably about to jump out, but I'll let it work a second longer. I got out. I got out. Kept it pretty small, but, you know, it's just a tough day, guys. I'm going to go ahead and hang it up. $73 is fine. You know, I got to scale up in size, and if I take a loss when I scale up, that's okay, I guess. Appreciate the sub, PED. Welcome to the team. I appreciate it. So we'll see what happens. It's kind of one of those days where the SPY's just chopping over and under the VWAP. Usually not a great day to trade. Kept it pretty small, less than $75. And we'll see what happens. But it's definitely been a rougher week, so to speak. I made like $150 on Monday, and then since then I've taken like a $5 loss and then like a $50 loss, I think, and then yesterday I took like a $7 loss. And so I've had a few losing days this week for sure, but in the end it's just been chop, and it's probably my fault because I probably should have just not traded. The only way I'll trade again, and I'll post it to Discord and record it if I do, is if CGC pulls up and then pulls right back down to here. Then I might consider trading again, but we're gonna wait for that. And so that's what I'm waiting for. We'll see. But anyways, guys. You know, I was long in it, Darth. But yeah, maybe I got out too soon. I'm just trying to keep it small. It's just a choppy week, man. It's just a choppy week. But yeah, guys, if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link here. Like I said, if you're a new trader and you want to be able to day trade and you have like less than 500 bucks, I think TradeNet's a great option for you. It comes with a day trading course, a demo account, access to their chat room, and then you become a contractor for them. They give you a $14,000 funded day trading account to actively day trade on. There's no PDT rule, and you can short. And it also, like I said, comes with a demo account, comes with paper trading platform, comes with the chat, access to their chat room, it comes with the course. And to be fair, I think most people are probably going to lose this as well, like I always say, because most new traders just lose. But I think it's much cheaper to lose a TradeNet and Tefs account than it is to deposit $2,000 into a conventional platform and lose that. And so if you're looking for a cheap way that's less risky to get started for you to really learn day trading, I suggest you check out TradeNet. It's a really cheap option. And so I'll post that link and y'all can check that out. Also, guys, if you want to use the same scanners as us, I'll post this link here as well. Legit scanners, really customizable, super real-time scanners. And so if you want to check that out here as well, I'll post this link here too. And yeah, I'm probably just gonna hang it up for the day, guys. $73 loss, but again, you know, when you win enough, you don't really get too down when you lose. And so, like, yeah, I'm bummed out I had a losing day, but in the grand scheme of things, the last 6 months has been really profitable for me. And so I can't be so greedy to where I never accept a losing week. Losing weeks are gonna happen. It's my first losing week in a while. And yeah, I just gotta be grateful for having so many green weeks leading up to this. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. So good luck, team. Appreciate all the love today. We got 105 likes. So I appreciate the love, team. Thank you, guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Go check out our website if you want a cool website to check. You know, if you want a lot of free content, go check out our website here as well. Like I said, we got a lot of free content. I'll post this link, and you can go check out our site. We've got strategy breakdowns. We've got a lot of classes that are all free. We don't charge for anything. And so smash that like button, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you have it. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time as always. Have a good day, guys. Appreciate the love. We recently broke 18,000 subscribers, and so it's really dope that we were able to do that. And so have a good day, guys, and I'll see you all next time.